Hello. Welcome to my first episode of Lalá Armonēa Show. So every Wednesday from now at 11 a.m. Australia time, I'll be doing Lalá Armonēa Show. So each week I'll bring you a different theme. Hey, if you're there, say hello. So I know who is there. I love hearts, by the way. And so this show will happen every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. And today the episode is about what's the deal with essential oils. Next week, hello Katie, how are you? And next week is a different perspective of mindfulness. That's a very cool one. So I'll go straight to the point. Don't know how long the shows will be. I'll probably have some weeks that the show will be very quickly, and other ones I don't know how long it will take, because sometimes I get very excited and I can't shut up. And if you have any questions, leave me down below if you're watching right now or the replay. I always come back and reply in my best way. So, about essential oils. The first thing is to think about how we use plants for so long to help us in our health and well-being. So I have some cool facts here. So 3,500 years BC, long time ago, Egyptians used to plant extracts for health, cosmetic and religious purposes. And actually I'll talk about frankincense later on, and I'll talk about ancient Egypt again. Then Hippocrates, the father of modern health, used plants with his patients. Frankincense and myrrh were given to the baby Christ, baby Jesus. So many plants, not only those two, but many plants described in the Bible. And many oils were used in soldiers to help them to recover. And then in 2008, dōTERRA was founded with the CPTG standards of essential oils. And what CPTG stands for is for Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, and it's very revolutionary, and it still is, because there's no government regulations, strict regulations or laws or anything about labeling essential oils and how they should be produced and all this type of stuff. So dōTERRA, when it was founded, the founders thought, okay, that's what is out there is not enough, so we want to increase the quality, and they are always doing many tests from the plant to the bottle, and later on to keep checking if the quality is still high. And actually CPTG is available for any essential oil company, and it's quite funny why other companies don't do it, because actually it's a lot of time and costs involved, so that's probably the main reasons. And dōTERRA does all those tests in every single batch, which is incredible. Actually, several products now come with the QR code, so you can check that, all the tests and cool information about that product straight away, which is amazing. So what essential oils really are. That's another tricky thing because of the lack of regulations. Different people consider essential oils different things. And what dōTERRA stands for with CPTG standards is that it's only the highly volatile compounds from plants. So it's not only any type of extract. It's these pure, effective, potent, volatile compounds of plants that are natural, they're not synthetic, they are not filled or combined with anything else. So dōTERRA produces most of the oils distilled, and the citrus ones are cold pressed from the skin most of the times. They are all natural, driven, because actually I've never seen a tree producing bottles of essential oil, right? They produce the plants. So it's natural driven, which means there is no synthetics there, nothing made in a lab, which wouldn't be a problem. That I want to make very clear that actually the same compound, if it's exactly the same from nature or from the lab, your body will react the same. But there is no scientist in the world that could find a way to reproduce essential oils in all its complexity in the labs. So there is no synthetic essential oils that are the same as the natural. That's why they respond differently in our bodies, because our body can work in a very symbiotic way with plants. In our food, we consume that and it works fine. The body can recognize, and essential oils are very complex. So peppermint, for example, one drop of this pure form of peppermint essential oil is an equivalent of 28 cups of peppermint tea. I can't imagine anyone having that much tea, but you can easily have a couple of drops of peppermint essential oil. One very cool thing that you can do that I demonstrate is one or a couple of drops of peppermint in your hand, and then with your thumb. I really like to do it before any physical exercise, for example, or when I need more awareness, focus. And then you rub there and rub in the roof of your mouth, if it's comfortable for you, especially in the back and the soft palate. And then you don't touch your tongue there and breathe through your mouth several times. And then spread the rest. Close your eyes, especially if you're with glasses. Put your hands together and breathe in through your nose several times. And it really opens your airways, invigorate your lungs. It's just amazing. Actually, the Broncos, they were shown on TV once having peppermint before the game, because it really is amazing for performance. Thank you for the hearts. And actually, scientific research showed already that pure forms of peppermint essential oil increase your aerobic performance up to 10%. So it's very significant. And another cool thing about peppermint is that it kind of reacts in your cells, in the membrane of the cells, optimizing how the membrane works, absorbing good stuff and taking out the waste. So actually opens up for all the other goodness that you're having in your diet, with your food, and also with other essential oils. And when you apply peppermint topically, so in your skin, it helps to go deeper in your tissues, so bring the other oils even deeper. Really cool stuff. So going on about essential oils in general, why we have this tendency now to come back to the natural. It's because of this symbiotic relationship. Why essential oils as well? Because they are effective. Actually, all the pharmaceutical and other remedies that we have that are made in lab or extracts with something, and then with fillers and everything. They began with the botanical studies, so the studies of plants, and then they reproduce some of the compounds. So usually when you're having a pharmaceutical, it's just one or a couple of chemical compounds, and essential oils are much more complex. That's why we can't guarantee how you will react to the essential oils, because it's like if you give an apple to someone, you know exactly what an apple has, and it's a huge list of natural chemical compounds. And then depending on what's happening in that moment in that body, it will need your different parts of your body will need more or less, and will observe more or less of those things. So it's the same with essential oils, because they are so complex. Like peppermint has a huge list of things that can help with respiratory issues, digestive discomfort, relax your muscles, open your airways, and all those advantages that I explained you already. So they're extremely effective. And also because of this complexity, it's much more difficult to develop tolerance to them, which is really cool. They're very safe, so every time that you use them, if you don't have any allergy to that compound, it's the same with food, right? If you're allergic to orange, you won't eat orange. So if you have any allergy that you can send an email to dōTERRA, and they will tell you all the products and essential oils that they have with those compounds that you're allergic to, so you can avoid them. And every time that you use in the right way, in the right amount, and you do before putting your skin, for example, you always do a test. So it's really cool to do the test in your wrist. And every time that you're in doubt, dilute with fractionated coconut oil or another carrier oil. So to have an optimal result with your essential oils, the dilution, the maximum of dilution that we recommend is 3 parts, like 3 drops of fractionated coconut oil and 1 of essential oil. And some essential oils really need to be diluted every single time that you use in your skin. For example, oregano, depending on where you come from. So it's all the herbal essential oils are extremely strong, so very potent. Oh my gosh, it's really strong. So every time that you cook with herbal essential oils, for example, 1 drop is probably too much. So you can grab a toothpick, get a little bit and stir in your recipe, or put in a little spoon and then put less than a drop, because it's extremely potent. If you put 1 drop in your sauce of pasta, for example, you need to be doing like a massive amount to not be too much. Otherwise, you taste and smell only oregano. So, oregano, it's an oil that we say that's caustic or hot oil. So if you're putting in your skin, especially if it's not in the bottom of your feet, where is a skin that's thicker and much less chance to have any sensitive or allergy reaction, you need to dilute. If you don't dilute, it's not a good idea. I think you won't enjoy the sensation. And the only time that you use oregano topically neat, which means no dilution, is when you don't want that part of your skin there. So it's, for example, if you have skin warts, skin tags, you put a carrier oil around that tag, and then you get a toothpick, for example, get some oregano, and then like paint the wart or the part of the skin that you don't want that anymore. Twice a day, and probably in 2 weeks it's gone. And oregano is really amazing to boost immunity. So there you go. Very good for your respiratory system as well, actually. Now, the next one that I really like to talk about, because we're talking about immune system, I'll talk about frankincense. Frankincense is the king of the oils. Oh, sorry about my label. When you move, this type of thing happens. So frankincense is the king of the oils, and it's named like that because it's so complex, and also most of essential oils can't cross the blood-brain barrier, but frankincense is one of those that can. So it's extremely nourishing for your nerve system. That's why I like to use it every day under my tongue, 1 or a couple of drops. I love the taste. Since the first time that I tried it, I really like it. Some people think it's a little bit weird. If you don't like it, you can put in a veg cap and take it internally. So, I'll show you. Veg cap you can buy through dōTERRA or any health store. And then you open it, put the drops of essential oils that you want, that you need, and then you top up with fractionated coconut oil or olive oil, and then close it and take it. If you're having from dōTERRA, you need to make the capsule at the time that you want to take it, because if you leave it, it will dissolve. So don't do it before the time that you need to take it. And I recommend when taking internally when you're eating, and topping up with oil, any type of fatty, healthy fatty foods, because essential oils are oil and they mix with other oils, and then it avoids repeating. So it's just a better sensation. You will feel better. So frankincense is really complex, cross the blood-brain barrier, and it's so amazing for every single cell. Not that when you take it will go to every single cell. I'll actually do a show about essential oils myths, but it helps with healthy reproduction of those cells, healthy function, and also combat cellular mutation. So weird growth stuff of cells. Frankincense and lemongrass as well, they are very effective for that. Frankincense is just amazing, and the combination topically with peppermint and frankincense with any other oil that you're using topically in your skin is a very good idea, because remember, peppermint is like opening the cells for the goodness and also bringing all the oils and the benefits deeper in the tissues. And then frankincense is like enhancing, because of its complexity, enhancing all the benefits of all the other oils, which is amazing. So it's like 1 + 1 is not 2, it's much more. It's like 1,000. Another essential oil that is like, today I'll just talk about some basics and oils that form the foundation of our essential oil lifestyle. Lavender, it's very known of being calming and soothing, not only emotionally but physically as well. For your skin is amazing. It's very moisturizing. It's good for your hair. It's very good for circulation as well. So for hair growth, and some girls like to put in a couple of drops in their mascara, for example, so help to grow stronger eyelashes. Really cool for your nails and cuticles. It's like a huge list of what you can do with lavender. And in an emotional level, I like to use lavender in my throat chakra. It's the oil of communication. So it's really cool to be able to express yourself in a calm way, but really express what you need instead of holding on. Keeping for yourself, which is a little bit toxic, right? Then, tea tree from Australia. That's another cool thing to talk about. dōTERRA essential oils as well. Why they're so different? Because they are not from just US and farms from there. Because they are very serious about science, and the science show us that plants, lavender again, I'll come back to lavender, from Tassie, for example, we have lots of farms of lavender there, but because it's not from where the plant comes from, to adapt, it will produce different proportions of compounds. So every lavender has a little bit of camphor, which is actually invigorating instead of calming. So lots of people say that they are allergic to lavender, and they also don't calm down that much with lavender, but most of the times it's because it's not a lavender that is thriving. So the proportion of lilanou, which is the compound that's calming, is not that high, and the camphor is even higher than the normal. Lavender from dōTERRA comes from France and Bulgaria, where the lavender plant is thriving. So it's producing a lot of lilanou, which is really calm and soothing, and very low quantity of camphor. So, of course, tea tree is from our dear Australia. So cleansing, so potent for cleaning everything from your place to yourself. It's amazing. I really like to use tea tree or Melaleuca in the roll-on, in the touch range. Is pre-diluted with fractionated coconut oil for you. So use that as a deodorant is really cool. And cleaning everything is really amazing. And actually I have a very cool tip for a romance type of thing. This week I'm doing the essential oils for healthy intimacy class. If you're interested in that, there's still time to go in. You have access to the content for life. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. That's a paid course, but I'll put like some sneak peeks in my page for free for everybody, just to have a taste. And tea tree is one of those, which is pretty weird to think about, but really cool. Then another super versatile oil is lemon. So versatile, so powerful, and so affordable, really. It's fresh, it's citrusy, it comes from Italy. It's amazing for help any citrus oils, but especially grapefruit and lemon. They really help to flush out toxins. Not that the oil does that, but every single oil is not doing anything for you. Actually, they are helping your body doing in an optimal way what naturally should be doing. So all the natural detox processes are enhanced with citrus oils. So you know those fatty areas of, I don't know, butt and thighs that we have some waves going on in our skin? It's because we hold on fat and toxins that are there. So actually grapefruit and is smart and sassy, which is the metabolic blend, or grapefruit or lemon. They are very effective to help with that as well. But remember that every time that you use citrus oils, because they are cold pressed from the skin, it's not a good idea to go to the sun, alright? So avoid sun at least 12 hours, or even artificial tanning. Avoid that if you use in your skin. So in the skin range, or when it's highly diluted, for example in your soap to wash your hands, this type of thing, that's fine, that's okay. But if you use in your skin that part that you will get sun, don't do it unless you have at least 12 hours between the use and going to the sun. It's the same thing as you put like lime or lemon juice in your skin and go to the sun. It's not a good idea. So because and lemon, really good for cleaning as well. It's very cleansing, purifying, very good for your respiratory system. And what else? Polishing furniture, that's really good as well. Leather and wood. Because I already mentioned, I'll talk about right now is Smart and Sassy or Slim and Sassy, is the metabolic blend or active blend. I like to have in my water. This what I've done is just to demonstrate, but actually I prefer to put the essential oil first and then fill with water, because then it dissipates and spreads the essential oil better in the water, because of course oil and water don't mix, right? So if you put later on, it stays on the top. And to disperse as well oils in different cookings, you can first mix the oils with or salt or olive oil or coconut oil, or if you're using coconut nectar, for example, anything that you will mix in the recipe, you mix on that first, so will disperse in through your liquid or recipe much better. But because I'm not putting any sweeteners in my water, I prefer to put the oil first and then fill up with the juice or water, whatever. So this one is really good to keep healthy blood sugar levels, and also with your skin, it's very refreshing. It's with grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, cinnamon and ginger. So really good for your digestive system, very uplifting for the mood, and keeps your metabolism healthy. This is actually one that, because I'm focusing now on weight management, it's an oil that I'm focusing more and more. So now that we are talking about blends, let's talk about other blend. Breathe or Easy Air is the respiratory blend, and it really opens your airways, but not as strong as peppermint by itself. It's more gentle. It contains peppermint as well. Let's see, I'll read all the ingredients for you. Laurel, eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree, lemon, Havanzara and cardamom. So really good to really support your respiratory system in a whole. And it's like long term as well. If you use frequently, it's really good to make your lungs and your respiratory system more effective, stronger. And especially to avoid seasonal threats, to diffuse that is really cool. And mixed with On Guard, which is the protective blend, it's really nice as well. This one is the Bitlets of On Guard. And before I talk about On Guard, I really want to talk about Diffusing. Breathe is the... I don't know what, sorry Kathy, I don't know what is bee's knees, so to speak. It's like in this blend, the respiratory blend, also comes in a stick, which is diluted in a cream that you can put in your chest, and it's like the, how they call, Vicky Vapor, I think it is, but with no nasties and petrochemicals like the normal ones. So it's really amazing, and any age, even babies can use them. It is amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. And about diffusing, what I want to talk about is that the diffusers of dōTERRA and other brands as well, but I really love the dōTERRA diffusers. It's ultrasonic vibration technology, so it will vibrate instead of heating your oils, because after they are in the bottle, it's different from the distillation part, because it's confined, it's in the container. So after it has this contact with air and everything, and it's open, if you heat the oils in too high temperature, you change the chemical composition and you lose a lot of benefits and properties of the oils. And actually some oils can even become toxic if you burn them in too high temperatures. I know that burners of Himalayan salts are okay, because the Himalayan salt will keep a low temperature so it doesn't heat that much. But normal burners that you just put like a candle and then the oil on top is not a very good idea. What you can do is like warm water instead of boiling, and then put some drops there. I like to use eucalyptus essential oil in my shower, for example. So I just spread a couple of drops in the door of the shower from inside, and then the vapor of the warm water that I'm taking in the shower will help to diffuse that. So it's like a spa moment in my shower, homemade spa. So that's really cool. Now coming back to going on and talking about On Guard, these are the beadless. We have the essential oil and a whole range of On Guard, but the beadlets are these tiny veggie balls, and each of those is a quarter drop. You can easily swallow it, even kids swallow them very easily, and you can explode in your mouth as well if you want, but it's very, very strong. On Guard has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So it's especially because of clove and cinnamon, it's quite spicy, quite strong. I like it to have it explode in my mouth sometimes, but for most people it's quite intense. But actually, if you have a toothache, a discomfort, or even throat discomfort, that will be very nice to use On Guard. If you don't like the taste, put outside. Avoid some because of wild orange, but then because of clove, it will numb, so it will give you a little bit of comfort there. And excellent for immune system, of course, is specifically to boost our immune system, to get rid of nasties. You can clean your place with On Guard drops in water and vinegar and go for it. But actually, because On Guard is so good, there's a whole range of On Guard products, including this one, Cleaner Concentrate, which I use for basically everything. Everything cleaning. So there are some suggestions here of different dilutions. And then we have the foam hand wash. You can make your own with castor soap, but I really like On Guard. It's so practical, so I just open, put it, and done. And laundry detergent, which is really cool. Actually, we observe lots of toxins if we use nasties washing our clothes, synthetics and everything. We observe a lot of that through our skin. So getting rid of toxins there, reducing toxic load in our home is really important. On Guard range really helps with that. And get rid of the nasties anyways. And actually, this liquid detergent, you use so little each time. It's so potent, so concentrated, and it also has enzymes. So it's really cool because it breaks down stains. So has enzymes that breaks down fat, breaks down protein, etc., etc. So in a natural way, it will dissolve all that dirt in your clothes, which is super cool. And also, one of my favorites is On Guard toothpaste, which is cleansing, naturally whitening, and the most important thing in my view, not only because it has On Guard that helps the health of your mouth, your gums and everything, but it's fluoride free. Fluoride is so toxic, so damaging for your nerve system and your thyroid. I struggle with thyroid issues for quite a while, and I know how important it is to have free of fluoride stuff. And it comes also, there's a special limited thing with the small On Guard toothpaste and then the floss as well. If you're interested in that, let me know, and so I can guide you how to get that. But if you can't get that when it finishes, to travel, this is quite big, but I really like the samples. You can buy these with 10 samples and then bring with you. It's very strong, especially if you like cinnamon and clove, you will love that. And it's very strong, so you really need a tiny bit. This one will last a few days. Next ones. By the way, about the beetlets. The beetlets we have in On Guard and also in Peppermint. Really cool too. And they are very handy to bring with you because they're very light. They're not in glass bottles. And they're very practical. They won't spill. And very light, so very easy to put in your pocket or in your purse to carry it with you. Then the other really amazing blend is Deep Blue or Ice Blue. This one is the Touch range, which is in the roll-on, so very easy. And now the new roll-ons come with this metal ball and this special roll-on thing, so it won't drip. It's amazing, so high quality. It slides very, very smoothly, and it comes in the also in the 5 ml bottle, and the roll-on by itself in 10 ml like this one, but with no dilution. This one that's diluted in the Touch range, and the most amazing, the rub. Seriously, if you haven't tried, this is like, do you know those very amazing camphor creams? That's like that, but all natural, all plant-based. Super cool. It's my savior for my lower back, and really good for active people. Every time that you go work out, I love that. Before and after. So after you learn that not every time no pain no gain, because actually you can have gain with not that much pain, because this is really helpful. It helps with faster recover, helps with circulation, nourishing your muscles and joints. And I noticed that, for example, if I use in my lower back before my Zumba class, I feel much freer and I can move better. It's so unbelievably awesome. And Digestion. This is the roll-on as well. That's very good to put on your tummy, is the digestive blend. And what is really cool about this blend is it comes in the 15 ml bottle as well, or in this Touch range, and also we have in different supplements. This is really cool because it's not only about digestion itself, but also really good actually for your respiratory system. When we have like blocked nose and all that heaviness in our head, actually digestion is really awesome. It's like digesting, eating that crap that's all holding on in your sinus. So it's really cool. And also very important for immune boost, because 70% of our immune boost is formed in our gut. So if you have something that helps you with digestion and gut health, it will automatically help you in your immune boost, in your immune system. And I just want to let you know about the promotion that is happening right now with dōTERRA. Everyone that doesn't have an account yet and enrolls this month and with 100 PV is points. Every product that you buy through dōTERRA gives you points, and it's super cool because it's a whole system that you can even get points back and change for products. It's like we have this loyalty reward program. It's so cool because it's like a frequent flyer type of thing, or even Costco, Sam's Club, this type of thing. So you can exchange points for products, have shipping for free and all this stuff. And everybody that doesn't have an account with dōTERRA yet can enroll this month with 100 PV points now, and then next month with another 100. You will have this pack for free, which is the bestseller product of dōTERRA, which are these 3 amazing supplements which form the base for everything health and wellness. They give you the essential, this one, Microplex VMZ, is the food nutrient complex, and gives you the essential minerals and vitamins. This one is amazing, Alpha CRS. Is the cellular vitality complex, really helps your mitochondria to produce energy more effectively. And then we have the essential oil, essential omegas, fatty acids, the healthy fats, really nourishing for your brain. And they also have essential oils and different extracts of different plants on them. It's all plant-based, all natural. Well, this is with fish oil as well. You could also have the vegan version of it. It's all plant-based. But then if you have your account, if you enroll with me this month with 100 PV, and then next month 100 PV again, you have this for free, which is a value of $153, which is amazing. And actually the value that you receive from that is so unbelievably much more than that. If you compare any multivitamins and all these other supplements, you can see in the ingredients here and the quantities and everything that is just so amazing, all natural, that to buy separately and all these to put together to have what you receive from that, you would spend much more. You can do the math. I can send you the information if you're interested in that, and I can definitely send you that. So I hope that you enjoyed that. You'll learn more about essential oils. If you have any questions, leave down below or contact me directly. Next week it will be a very different show. It will be about a different perspective of mindfulness, and I'm very excited about that. Then the other week we'll start another e-course, which will be the I'll have here the dates for you. It will be for 8 weeks. We'll start in August 14th. And it is the Essential Meditative Harmony. It will be a combination of meditation, EFT, which is emotional freedom techniques, or known as tapping, emotional acupressure. So EFT, meditation, color therapy, and essential oils. It's a very cool program. It's to smash your glass ceilings, really have many breakthroughs, go very deep inner observation, discovery, and self-care, self-development. It's amazing. So it's very transformational. It will be an immersion of 8 weeks. So if you're interested in that, let me know as well, or check my page. And I'll keep bringing more free stuff coming up. But right now, this week and this other course, they are paid. But I'll keep giving you sneak peeks and also lots of free information like this show. So every Wednesday, 11 a.m., Lalá Armonēa Show. It's time to rock and fly. See you.